3 men came to America for tourism. Due to a shortage of hotel rooms, Jack among them was taken to another room by a woman. The remaining 2 stayed in the room and enjoyed a good time with women. However, they didn't realize at all that they had already fallen into a terrible trap. When the 2 woke up in the morning, they found the women beside them were gone, and Jack, who had left the room, never came back. At first, the 2 thought he just went out for breakfast and didn't take it to heart, but they found there was no one in the restaurant at all. The 2 immediately went to the hotel front desk to inquire, but the staff said Jack had already checked out. This made the 2 feel very strange. Just as they were puzzled, a Japanese girl suddenly ran towards them. She claimed her friend had also mysteriously disappeared, leaving only a photo of her and Jack. The 2 breathed a sigh of relief after seeing it. They thought Jack had left with the girl. Sure enough, as expected, they soon received a text message from their friend. Jack claimed he was on his way home, but what they didn't know was Jack had already lost his life. Then the 2 told the girl about the text message content. The 3 decided to leave the next day, but just then, 2 beautiful women invited them to hang out again. They quickly fell again, so the 2 decided to indulge themselves one more time before leaving. However, what they didn't know was this decision would make them regret for the rest of their lives. Inside a luxurious villa, a woman on vacation looked through the glass window and was shocked. There was a well-built man named Alan swimming in the yard's pool.
Excuse me?
What?
Judging from Jack's expression, he was just as surprised to see someone else there. Lisa's daughter, Annie, stepped out after hearing their argument. With her joining the conversation, Jack slowly started losing ground in this verbal exchange. To figure out what was going on, he picked up the phone and called the villa's owner. Lisa did the same. When she noticed that the owner picked up Jack's call first, she quickly snatched his phone away. The woman on the line was not only the villa's owner, but also Lisa's boss. And Lisa, who was once a well-known writer, hadn't produced anything decent in a long time. To help her regain inspiration, her boss arranged this trip to a villa she owned in France, hoping the quiet environment would help her. But the moment Lisa arrived with her daughter, she ran straight into Jack. After hearing the explanation from her boss, Lisa learned that Jack was actually her boss's younger brother. Once she hung up, Lisa suddenly realized that her boss might be trying to set them up.
All right, this is how it's going down, okay? I like things clean, nothing on the counters, especially in the kitchen.
Feeling the arrogance in his tone, Lisa felt a spark of irritation rise inside her. When he finished listing his rules, she fired back with a few conditions of her own.
I like to write in the mornings, and Abby sleeps in, so you do not make a sound until 2 p.m.
Fine.
It's 1:45. You don't speak.
You're not writing.
It's a rule.
And just like that, their slow burn and healing love story began. After taking a short break in her room, the exhaustion from the trip faded away. Unable to calm down enough to write, Lisa decided to take a walk to a nearby town and pick up some things while relaxing her mind. But having grown up in a big city full of subways and buses, she wasn't very familiar with riding a bicycle. Jack, who was just heading out, stopped and watched in amusement when he saw Lisa struggling with the bike. When the bike fell over, he couldn't hold back his laughter. After being teased by Alan, she had no mood left to write and had no choice but to walk to town on foot. Fortunately, she managed to arrive before collapsing from exhaustion. As she enjoyed the local food, Alan, seated across from her, recognized that she was a writer. With her permission, he sat down with her. Alan was surprised that Lisa would show up in a place like this. Then he introduced himself seriously, a food critic. But while they were discussing cuisine, Jack, who had finished shopping, walked by. Seeing them greet each other so casually, Lisa couldn't help feeling curious. How did they know each other? But she got her answer quickly when the 2 men started trading sharp remarks. Jack was also a food critic, and both of them were fairly well known in their field. But because of a bad review from a famous critic not long ago, Jack's career took a major hit. The reason he came here, besides relaxing and clearing his head, was to enter a cooking competition the town would host soon. That same critic would be one of the judges, so Jack wanted to use this chance to prove himself. Soon, the 2 agreed to face each other in the competition. The next day, close to noon, whatever inspiration Lisa had left vanished as her stomach started growling. She went to the kitchen to make something to eat, only to find Jack there resting, with a plate of food already prepared on the table.
What are you doing?
What's amazing, is there wine in there? Because you can taste it. It's great.
Would you like it if I read your unfinished book?
Yeah.
Well, that's my unfinished work, okay? And it's terrible.
As someone outside the writing world, she couldn't understand why Alan was getting so upset. Lisa couldn't figure out why Jack had been so upset. She kept thinking about it all night. She tossed and turned, unable to fall asleep. Feeling thirsty, she headed to the kitchen again. Unexpectedly, she ran into Jack there once more. Just as she was about to slip away, Jack called out to her. He handed her a bowl of his homemade sleep soup. It was the first calm conversation they'd had in the 2 days they'd known each other. Their shared exhaustion from insomnia left neither of them in the mood to fight. Jack apologized for how rude he had been earlier that day. Then he explained the reason behind his frustration. The cooking competition was coming up soon, and he still had no confidence in his dishes. That night, the 2 comforted each other, and they both offered each other encouragement. From that moment on, something quietly shifted between them. They were no longer at each other's throats. But before their growing warmth could go any further, something unexpected happened. Alan, the food critic Lisa had met in town, showed up again. He brought her some homemade dishes, and he invited her to hang out with him that weekend. Since she had accepted his flowers and food, Lisa felt awkward turning him down. So she nodded and agreed. Jack happened to witness all of this, and for some reason, jealousy bubbled up inside him. The three of them tasted the dishes Alan brought. As much as Jack hated to admit it, Alan's flavors and creativity were on a whole different level. To keep Jack from losing his confidence, Lisa decided to help him out. She invited him to go grocery shopping with her. Jack couldn't help but smile. He could easily guess what she was trying to do. Feeling grateful, he gave her one condition in return. She had to learn to ride a bicycle. It sounded like a demand, but it was really his way of thanking her. The two of them spent the whole afternoon at the market. They didn't just shop. Jack also taught her lots of things about ingredients. Even though she was a novelist and it had nothing to do with her field, she figured the knowledge might come in handy someday. Jack had lived there for a while, so he knew plenty of people in town. Besides Alan, there was also a woman who owned a ham shop by the market. She had even tried to pursue Jack when she was younger. Now that he was back after years away, she naturally came over to greet him. Jack had no idea that this tiny, harmless moment would accidentally speed up his relationship with Lisa. That afternoon, while the three of them were joking around in the kitchen, someone knocked at the door. It was Laura, the owner of the ham shop. To avoid any awkward misunderstanding, Lisa quietly retreated to her room, but her daughter immediately sensed that something was off with her. Acting like a miniature adult, the girl expressed her admiration for Jack, and she very seriously said she wouldn't mind if he became her stepfather. It turned out that after just a few days together, Lisa had already developed feelings for Jack. Later that night, just as she was about to fall asleep, she heard something outside near the pool. She looked out and saw the two of them having a candlelight dinner. Curious about what they were talking about, she slipped outside without even changing her pajamas. But as she tried to shift around for a better angle, her clothes snagged on a branch. The sound startled the pair, leaving them confused. Jack walked over out of concern.
Is this your wife?
My wife? No. We're not married.
No, I mean, he's telling the truth. We're not.
No, she's my sister's friend. That's all she is.
I'm his sister's friend.
Seeing the flustered look on both their faces, Laura couldn't help noticing the hint of something romantic between them. Early that morning, Alan the food critic was already waiting outside the villa. Since Lisa had agreed to his invitation earlier, she felt she couldn't just back out. As the two of them headed out together, Jack called from behind.
Where are you guys going?
It's a secret.
When are you gonna be home?
Matthew!
I meant, times Abby gotta go to bed.
Both big girls.
Have fun, Mom.
The trip out of town was relaxing and peaceful for them. But compared to their good mood, Jack sat in the living room stewing all the way until late at night. By the time Lisa came home, he was in no mood to be friendly. Since he hadn't confessed his feelings yet, the shy Jack had no idea how to express his jealousy, so he masked it with a stern warning. He told Lisa that it was dangerous for a woman to stay out so late, especially with a man who clearly liked her. Lisa completely missed the jealousy hidden in his words. All she saw was his bossy attitude. As the only observer living in the villa, the sharp-eyed Annie quickly realized the two were having a misunderstanding, so she invited both of them to meet in the living room that night. The moment they saw each other, everything clicked. After a day of thinking, they both understood what had really happened. Their argument the night before was nothing more than Jack acting jealous. Whatever distance or misunderstanding remained between them melted away with Annie's help. Now that Jack knew Lisa didn't have feelings for the food critic, he decided he couldn't just sit around anymore. He asked Lisa to take a walk with him. Following Jack's lead, they walked to the lake behind the villa. The place was filled with pieces of his childhood memories. Some of them were even pretty funny. While they were joking around, Jack noticed an old broken bench nearby. He asked Lisa to close her eyes. Then he reached under the bench, grabbed a strawberry, and gently placed it by her lips. A soft breeze brushed past as they accidentally locked eyes. A wave of warm, quiet chemistry rose between them.
I need to go right.
Right now?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Before you go, I just want to ask you if you want to go have dinner with me at my favorite restaurant in the whole world.
I would love that.
Jack's invitation made his feelings perfectly clear, and Lisa agreeing to it said everything she needed to say. By the time they reached the restaurant, night had fallen, but before their romantic date could officially begin, Jack overheard a server saying that one of the chefs had called in sick. When their food took too long to come out, Jack stepped into the kitchen, where only one chef was scrambling. He rolled up his sleeves and helped cook dishes for the waiting customers. When he brought the plates out, he planned to explain everything to Lisa, but he found her out of her seat, serving the table next to theirs.
I'm sorry. Good night.
What? No. You did it. I mean, the food, the wine, it was great. Renee's just the sweetest.
Jack felt terrible, but Lisa didn't mind at all. She even found the whole thing a little funny. In the days that followed, love seemed to spark endless inspiration in Lisa. Her writing progressed faster than ever. Jack was making progress too, with Annie, who loved cooking, helping him. He finished all his preparations for the competition. The three of them finally enjoyed a real vacation. They splashed around in the villa's pool. When they got tired, they went back inside to play cards. And as those sweet days quietly passed by, Jack and Lisa naturally made their relationship official.